Okay. Now you okay. Hello, welcome in. I'm working. Yep. Working on getting main screen chat set up. Actually got a decent amount to talk about today. Something really big is brewing over on the Call of Duty front that is going to, well, rock multiplayer gaming and the esports scene for every gaming community out there. This is something else. Part of me wants to look at these pro players and go, "The hell's wrong with you guys?" But at the same time, they're right. Now, what's going on is there are a few of the Call of Duty esports players that are suing Activision and Blizzard for holding a monopoly on the esports tournaments for their game. Now, a lot of us would be like, well, it's their game. Of course they have... No. It doesn't actually work that way. Just because you have the game, you own the game, you made the game, doesn't mean that you are entitled to own or do whatever you want with the esports scene. That's not how esports works. Hey, you knocked you down again. So I guess a little while back, Activision made it to where all these other esports hosts, tournament hosts, could no longer do so. Rocket League did the same thing. So that would mean technically Rocket League's under the same law. And it's true that these are monopolies on a lucrative business. Esports is considered a business. For those who don't know. I would hope most of you know that esports is a business. Just about as lucrative as regular sports. So, there's a fill-in for those of you who don't know. No. As a matter of fact, this will create a little bit of a revolution in the gaming industry. If this actually goes. If they get the lawsuit, not that I feel those guys deserve it, but if they get the lawsuit, it's going to change it up for esports games. Not just Call of Duty. And personally, I look forward to it. Because that gives chances for other tournaments to happen. Other esports castings to happen. Which means jobs. I mean, case in point, Rocket League and Epic Games owning it. I found out Epic Games got ownership of Rocket League, and my heart sunk. Because I know once Epic Games got a hold of Rocket League wasn't going to do anything it looked forward to. Any of its plans weren't going to happen. I don't know what Psyonix was thinking, personally. Not only did they sell the game to fucking Epic Games, but then they're sitting here and allowing Epic to destroy it. Bit by bit. For what? A mobile style racing game. Yeah, no, sorry. Hey, quit trying to bury it, Athena. Just because you're not hungry doesn't mean there's not others who are. Shit. So yeah, that's going. At least a couple of the pro players for Call of Duty are suing Activision Blizzard for creating a monopoly, which is accurate. By shutting out every other competition person, they created a monopoly. Just like Rocket League. Because now, especially with Rocket League taking away the items that you could have gotten from doing tournaments. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to put this up here. Go to X right now. Add Epic Games. You're next. Monopolies. Overvalued and overpaid. Sports athletes. not smart. Just for being caught. I didn't realize you was caught, baby. There you go. So, one of my big gamer buddies has been posting about how back in the day, like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, we was paying $70 to $80 a game. I'm like, bullshit! I never paid no $70 to $80 a game. Not until all this fucking new DLC bullshit. It wasn't until Gran Turismo Sport that I ever paid more than $70 for a game. And I paid more than $70 because I got the fucking anniversary pack. The anniversary collector's pack. So yeah, it was a $90 fucking set. Being a racing fan and of that particular game's upcoming, yes, I did. But the only time I have spent that much was for a collector's. Personal, describe what job you should have. For me, it has doctor. No. You do not want me to be your doctor. No! Hmm? Partying at my chat? I For one, there's nothing wrong with partying in my chat. Not at all. What's going on to you? What did I miss? First thing you say in here, you're apologizing. It's like, what's going on? I've been talking about gaming stuff since pretty much starting the stream. Or stuff semi-related. Oh, you were fine last night. You weren't too bad at all. Seriously. You bad as Terry. As far as the thinking you were bad and not actually being bad. I would ask what it's like to not remember or have odd memories of drink when you're drinking, because I've not experienced that. I can get drunk on my ass just on every little thing. None of it goes poof. I might lose order. That's about it. Oh. You were completely fine last night. Not even... Hell, you weren't even ornery. I mean, maybe on your side, but you didn't say it. So then there's now that we got that figured out. No, no. I don't like when you guys think that you're like that. I'll tell you. I will see something. You guys don't have to assume with me. If something happened, I'll tell you. And I'll talk to you about it. I won't just get pissy. I would certainly hope you guys understand that by now. I may be irritated and confusion, but that'll still lead to a why? But yeah, the esports scene is about to get flipped on its freaking head. That's something I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. Not a problem. No problem at all. Not even close to not even close to effort. I hear that from people that their brain isn't ruined. I hear that from people most of the time that, I mean, even people that start drinking the first time, they always forget it. And I've met one other person that said it, said that they remember it all, but I haven't been around to test and know. But no, actually, just kind of being the person that is the oddball out in that scenario is kind of weird. And I've had a lot of people sit there and go, "I don't want to know what I did the night before." It's like, okay, then I would say you're drinking for the wrong reason. That would be my personal take on that one. If you don't want to know what you did, if you don't want to hear about your escapades, then one, don't drink with me. Because if we go out and have a good time at a bar or whatnot, I'll tell you about it the next day, especially if you forgot. And none of it's meant as negative. It's just reminder and recap of events. Because, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm always hyper aware that it would feel this way for me, but to me, not being able to remember something, especially like an entire night, is a big fucking deal. To me, that's a big, big deal. Because if I don't remember the night, I can't hold myself accountable for it. If I don't know what I did, I can't take proper actions. Being speech here playing. And personally, I find taking responsibility for my own actions to be a very, very important thing, especially with how little of it I see in my country nowadays. I mean, over here, kind of the common thing is people don't want to remember what they did when they were drinking. They don't want to remember the night of drinking. And they drink just to fucking forget it all. That's not the right reason to drink. If you're going to drink, you should be drinking to have a good time. If you're drinking to have a good time, you should want to remember the good time. I mean, this seems like some basic fucking math to me. Maybe I just am advanced. Maybe I am intelligent, but it doesn't make sense to me to drink to forget, just for it to all come back in the morning. When I drink, I don't forget shit. As a matter of fact, if I let myself think about depressed, things that piss me off, that kind of stuff, yeah, it fucking sours my mood. Depending, can even sober me up. But I don't drink to forget. One, I'm not going to forget. No matter how much I try. I mean, hell. Case in point. I still have my grandparents' telephone number memorized. They're still in the same place. I could probably call that number right freaking now and talk to them. Sure as hell don't want to. Prior mediator to my blood family died, which was great grandma. And, well, I hate to say it, but great grandma was grooming me to take over. And I hate to let her down, but I'm not looking over that hoard. Good. Oh. Yeah, don't be scared. If something comes up, I'll let you know and I'll talk to you about it. I'm not just gonna get angry. I'll get frustrated, but I'll still want to talk it out and figure out what the hell's going on. I'm not the action's not the whole story. And that's kind of where I'm at. Oh no. Today the weather's not too bad here, thankfully. Hook's back. Go get done what you need to get done. See you later. But yeah. So with this big, I guess you could say it's the first stone thrown in the pond. And each ripple coming off of this is going to be bigger, bigger, bigger. This is something that's going to change the esports scene. Moneymakers are going to be pissed about it because it's going to mean that other people have a chance to take their money from their money pot. They actually have to earn it instead of greeting the competition and making it to where they're the only ones who can host these competitions for rewards and whatnot. So, yeah. personally, I've been saying for a long time, esports needs to be expanded. Esports isn't just high-level play that's good. The thing about esports is that it has a random factor. Sports games of one flavor or another have a random factor. We have a wild card tool. And if you do only the pros, you don't see those wild cards. You don't have the out of nowhere epic moments. Which, as any sports fan knows, that's kind of what everybody waits for. I mean, case in point, Rocket League. As a matter of fact, I will actually set this little stage for you all, so you can kind of see the difference yourself. So, I'm going to show you pro versus college for Rocket League. Let you see the difference in them. And I'm going to use two of my favorite teams for this. One is Seto, that's how it's pronounced, and the other excuse me, that is not an SUV. That barely qualifies as a pregnant roller skate, aka a compact vehicle. Jack Black as Bob Ross? Oh no. Interesting. Okay. Focus, mage. There we go. So, we'll do this one.
It's time.
Oh, that's right. We'll go with a new one then. Browser. Error. Not what I was looking for. Display capture. We'll do that. That works.
For the grand final, Space Station had to run through
This is grand final from the pros.
To get here. Furia has yet to lose. Let's play the grand final.
This is pro games. These are the big money boys.
Two Boston-bound teams find themselves here again. 5 times these teams have matched up, Turtle. And now the 6th is here in the grand final. Space Station versus Furia.
Oh man, I can barely.
And the fact that this shit is set on a monopoly
is going to be one
means
series, and potentially
that the
if we
commentators, all they got is a couple that they need.
Oh my word. We've also got a lot of rookies as well in this grand finals. All 3 members on Furia. This is their first North American grand finals, and as well on the other side we've got Hoxer and LJ. This is their first grand finals in this region as well. And it is going to be a doozy of a matchup, and Card already starting us out with a bang.
A doozy for sure. One from Card to start it out. Hoxer losing control of that, trying to play quickly out of the corner. A nice little dish to squeeze it in against LJ. You have 3 out of the 9 regionals this season, Turtle.
Psyonix, aka Epic or Rocket League,
Furia could
all have the
make it their 4th. Sorry, technically it's
rights
8th,
and whatnot.
But just goes to show you
the tournaments
import teams continue to have
currently.
The North American region.
They are the monopoly holders
Station
for
natives,
tournaments.
if you will, have put on quite a performance this split, and they owned this Furia matchup. Right
Which,
until this regional, where Furia were able to take them down in the upper final.
yeah, esports tournaments are kind of,
LJ getting knocked out here.
They
well,
also got completely denied in that game
Psyonix.
Previously.
I
We
mean,
saw today,
with them taking
they had to go the distance,
player
and
trading
I
out
truly believe that it comes
the
down
number
to
of
this
player-to-player
first
tournament,
Space
or
Station game.
just
They
player
also had a
tournaments,
slow start against Optic. They lost for the first
is
game,
basically
called
gone.
the timeout, and were able to flip the script, reverse things. for a
These
little bit,
guys who
but
would do content
for the most
creation
part, getting that
as well,
early
some of them,
start, at least
would hold their
one
own
of the
tournaments
games
and
at the
have
beginning of the
rewards. Well,
series,
now they
I think
can't
is
do that.
crucial from Space Station Gaming. They've had such a difficulty finding.
It is
good
once again
rhythm.
monopolized and
Even
locked
game
in
number 1, things have been
by the
different.
game company that created the
Breakout,
game.
it's just been one clear all the way down the other side,
when it
but
wasn't before,
no possession for Space Station Gaming.
or when it shouldn't be because
Furia had a
of
chance to lock in that
esports
number 2
being
seed.
an actual
They
market
end up winning this series.
and not just
Space Station
a
gonna make that difficult. Hoxer puts in one and
not
ties
just
it
a
up for Space Station.
gaming
Look at
scene.
Arsenal go. There's a demo rotating back. Arsenal gets bumped out the play, but with that demo, there's so much space for everybody else on Space Station Gaming to connect with it, have an open shot,
And so far,
equalize the scoreboard.
not too much of this is too far advanced compared to what you can get at, say,
I think it just speaks to
gold or silver.
their mental fortitude. Be able to
They have some
withstand
better tricks and better
the
understanding of
also
mechanics,
withstand the demolition derby
but
Optic
that
gave
is
them
kind
in the
of
last
what
series. That mental resilience can take you
that-
really far, and I think that is
that
one
unknown
of
in the
what's
player
impressive
kind of
so much
helps
about this Space Station team.
create some of the
As
excitement,
well as their goal
especially in
line
esports.
defense.
Right.
The Hawks are trying to push that one down after that goal line save, but lost, pushing it forward off the wall, and no one from Furia able to commit.
You also know that Space Station Gaming are going to be hungry. I think if they got, swept by Furia, we might see a different Space Station Gaming who's a little bit more fearful in these challenges and spooked mentally out of Furia, but they brought it within just one
Well, I
game,
can't look
and
at
that's
the
in a
thing.
reverse sweep in a best of 7. So things could be different. They just get a better start against Furia, and now they've at least built their way back up on the offensive side as we approach the second half. That's a good bounce, and for a second we thought it was going to roll in.
Looked like it was going
I mean,
to, but
straight
it's
up.
right off the post. And our
This is pro play. This is, as you can tell, finals. Top of the top here. Oh, here we go. NRG versus Luminosity. This one's live right now. Come on.
Andy, Evo, and
But I think M80 already have the pieces in place right now. But like Gibbs said, it's all about how you play on the day.
These teams.
he hasn't looked like a team that's going to make the major in a little bit. I mean, they had a really rough regional run, and I'm not
interesting.
so sure they'll be able to bounce back. But if they ever were going to bounce back, this
Streamer
is the
watching
time.
streamer
They
watching player.
absolutely need to make top 4 if they want to have any hope at making the major. And realistically, they need to make the grand final. So this is a run that's going to have to start now. Meanwhile, 100% of
So that's. It's not like. really, it's not like there's no call for it. Not like there's no anything. Now, $72,000. Well, that's a Madden game. That's why. Now, this is a European college team.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new season and a brand new name.
In the build-up for the last 2 years, we had Hamster and
Both the two primary teams I'm showing you, I've actually sat here and watched myself.
The reigning champions.
Yeah, with a bit of nerves for both teams. You feel they haven't probably played in a while like this. At this kind
Games
of
like Rocket League, esports can
everyone
be
kind of
done
fluffing the ball,
all the way
missing
down
it
to
left,
even
right, and centre, but here's
bronze
the pass now, it's not shallow.
rank.
In his favourite
But
position, which is that defensive backbone for the Setu side. Shane tries to put that with centre. He puts only one of the players. That's a good save instead by Toaster.
no, there is definitely call for it.
On different sides of the ball.
Yeah, that's confused me at first, to be honest.
And that's the thing that kind of gets me. Is like,
There
there are so many games that esports can go so much more,
We all know that one cap back per goal.
but instead they just want to they want to focus on the unique players.
As Tomster now collecting a dangerous ball into shallow, very close, but TUD.
And they kind of making it to where those who
Love back and forth.
don't stand out all the time
Pretty much both teams have
don't get recognition.
good look on
Doesn't
net
matter
so
if they're
far.
good.
Earlier on there, you saw TUD in that other play had a good look on net, but
Doesn't matter if they're good and they just
now it is set.
they could just
Starting to
whiff.
build here in midfield, starting to take control of the first minute. Building up
Be somebody who's still working with me, probably.
Toaster staying very tight to that backboard as third man. Is that a way to go? Perhaps allow Shane to be free compared to where he normally is, where he's normally
All right,
marked
you
a
buggers.
lot.
Alright,
That would be a way to get back in. That's as well the fake works
They
out.
are, right?
Works out okay. No one really attacking. That's an own goal though. Shallow puts it in. It's 1-0. Sorry, it's not. My bad. I got that wrong, but it looked like no over a second. Oh, Shallow puts it in. Never mind. No,
I was like, what is the own goal?
It was an own goal. It was. It got hit by a player at the end. So
I mean, but look at this.
It was an unsavable
A lot of this
shot,
stuff
really,
is
the term that we're looking for.
things that can be done at lower ranks,
Yeah.
but it's not as accurate.
TUD, I believe, are
It's not as
playing
clean.
the sub tonight, so we'll see exactly how they can really cope. You know, your first
And
strategic
I think
game,
that's kind of what
see
Rocket
how
League's issue with
comparable as
Epic or
well.
Psionics,
So
whichever.
being around a
They
while, but
both
getting a
even.
goal back
But
for your team.
yeah, that's. It's honestly rather ridiculous. It's ridiculous to have all this level of esports and letting it go to waste because they want to monopolize it. And no. So now I know what the issue is, why it's been that way. It's ridiculous. It needs to stop. In gaming, there is only one monopoly that should happen. Sorry, two. One's the game monopoly. The other would be a player having all the games they ever want. Those are the only two things that should happen in gaming, monopoly speaking. No game should have the exclusive rights to the tournaments. I'm sorry, but no. Getting a little big for your britches. We have exclusive rights to the tournaments. Okay. So you're trying to tell me that you have exclusive rights to the people who play those tournaments. You can kiss my ass, the fuck you do. Their performance, their play, is not yours for the taking. And that's something that businesses need to realize, especially those on the gaming front and esports front. You get a major player of a game, very popular and whatnot, or streamer, tester, who's popular, playing your game, don't fuck around. Just as much as we can make your game, we can destroy it. You game creators need to remember something. Without us, you have nothing. Not a damn thing without us. Yep. I thought you snuck back there, so I didn't lean all the way back. You game makers, you need to keep things in mind when you make your games. Such as, if there's tournaments, good chance you won't be the only ones doing them. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't be the only one doing it. It should be allowed for everyone to do. Everyone should be able to give away fucking prizes. Usually means in-game content, not money. So, games where you're not able to do that, but still have tournament setups and whatnot like that. Looking at you, RoboCraft, Rocket League, Fortnite. I'll do you better yet. Having in-game cosmetics that are only acquirable by money. And not allowing a trade system. Stop. Come here. Thanks. You're fighting with getting your... Gonna hurt yourself, you moron! Come here. That was fucking smart. Come here, you idiots. Let me see your damn paw, you fucking idiot. I was trying to help you, you asshat. Calm your ass down. Yeah, you pulled a dumbass. Daddy was trying to help you, you fucking idiot. God, you were being fucking stupid. And now if your paw hurts, you only have your fucking self to blame. Stuck on stupid. As if I haven't helped you out of those scenarios before. As if I don't ever do that. Except all the fucking time, Banks. You and your two sisters. You get caught and I help you get uncaught. So why are you being a fucking idiot? Ooh. God, that irritates the shit out of me. You know what? You get caught, I'll just leave you the fuck alone. Let you figure it out yourself. And sit there helpless feeling. Then maybe you'll fucking understand when I try to help you. Fucking asshat. Yeah, that would have been a lot easier and a lot less fuss. I wouldn't have had to have scruffed your ass. If you didn't freak the fuck out. But no, you had to act like a fool and freak the fuck out as Daddy was trying to help you. Grrr. Now I really don't know what I'm doing. So now I'm just fucking irritated. Because someone was being a fucking idiot. And almost hurt himself. Rather good. Because he was being a fucking idiot. Shit with you. You damn well know better, Banks. You damn well fucking know better. Yeah, that pisses me off. You knew exactly what was up, and you still freaked the fuck out as I was trying to help you. And then you still freaked the fuck out when I was trying to look at your paw. Make sure you were okay. Fucking asshat. Just know, Banks, if you come to me for attention later, you're going to be turned away. If you won't accept the help when you need it, then you don't need the loves either. You want to freak out when I'm trying to fucking help you and take care of you? You don't need the fucking loves either. Seriously. When I come to help you guys, you're not fucking trouble, dipshit. I would think you would have fucking realized that by now from the number of times I've helped you. Not to mention you see me helping your sisters. Yeah, you pissed Daddy off by acting like a fucking idiot. He was trying to help you. No, I guess I can't say too much. Humans do that stupid shit too! Hi, Salvo. What a lovely fucking morning. You assholes made it to where I was having trouble sleeping this morning. And then you want to act like an idiot today. And freak out when I go to help you because you got your ass caught because you were being an idiot. Using your claws and fucking everything. It's the exact reason why I tell you guys not to do that shit. Do you listen? No! Yeah, that little fucking cot brought your happy little playtime to an end because you were being an idiot. Had you not freaked the fuck out, I could have gotten you uncaught and you could have gone back to playing. There would have been no mood difference for you. But no, you had to go and act like a fucking fool. And lose your fucking head. Other gaming news was that EA is trying to purposely make it to where their fucking games will be fucked up for Steam Deck. Because Electronic Arts has a fucking bug up its ass and an ego problem that needs to be fucking fixed. Has for years. Maybe others are finally going to see it. Doubt it, but EA's been in need of having the light shone on them and called out for their bullshit for some time. EA thrives off their fucking sports games. That's all they do anymore, is sports games. Oh, but what about this? Sorry? You mean a game that was bastardized by EA? Not originally EA's making or doing? Because I'm sorry. Dragon Age, not EA's work. EA just said, hey, look at this. We'll slap our name on it. We endorse it. And that's the way it is about a lot of EA games. Need for Speed. I love how quickly the Need for Speed series went to shit when they did, or after Most Wanted, or Carbon. Because they told EA, this is what we like. This is what we enjoy. Don't fuck with it. What'd they do? They fucked with it. They changed it completely up. The fucking newest Need for Speed game that is like Carbon Most Wanted is a joke. It's a bloody fucking joke. Yeah, no. EA honestly really fucking screwed themselves. They put a mechanic in that shouldn't be there. I haven't been able to play a Need for Speed game for several years now. Because of one of the stupid ass mechanics they put in it, which is the slow wheel turning. It makes drift very difficult. I mean, I could sit there and crank the tires to the right or left. Let go of it. You know? Okay, that's supposed to happen. Crank the tires all the way to the left. Crank them to the right. The opposite direction. And it takes just as long as if they're at rest. As if the steering wheel's not turning. It's like, okay, having a vehicle that's not responsive like that, no. That is a physics flaw at a base level. I don't care if it's an arcade game or not. That shouldn't be. That's not something that should exist. That little mechanic feature there that it slowly turns when you're turning the tires. You turn back. No. It turns there just fine. Try to turn it back, it's like, nope. See you in 3 days. Hell, I have a better time drifting in lag. I have a better time slideshow drifting. Which is where my internet's so bad that I'm just seeing chops. Frame. Skipping at least 10 frames in the meantime. If not more. So, oh. As much as I speak bad about Epic games, EA games, in my opinion, is worse. Let that sink in. All the shit I talk about Epic games, and I have more distaste for Electronic Arts games than I do Epic games. Let that sink in. I still play an Epic game when I can. I'm probably going to see if I can get that fixed today. I don't play any modern EA games. Not a one. I honestly don't want to play the new Dead Space. because it's New Age EA. I kind of don't want to play Dead Space 3 because it's New Age EA. I'm a huge Dead Space fan. I don't want to play the latest installment in one of my favorite franchises because of who produces it. Because of how foul, corrupt, and pathetic they are as a company. A game company, nonetheless. Never mind the fact that they're just a base company, but the fact that they're pathetic for a game company. About time someone said it. NASCAR season's revving up. When you become a motorsport that isn't about just going in one direction all the fucking time, going in a fucking circle or oval all the fucking time, then maybe we can talk. I don't know. Put some jumps in. Make some hills. Sharp turns. Make NASCAR a little bit more like Indy racing. Okay, sure, maybe I'll sit down and watch. NASCAR kind of needs to get back to its roots. For those who don't know, NASCAR's roots are in bootlegging and street racing. So, yeah, what the fuck are we doing here? This is not what our ancestors were doing. This is not where NASCAR came from. This isn't even close to what NASCAR came from. I actually have a game that illustrates beautifully where NASCAR came from. For those younger generations, no, it wasn't just poof, one day, NASCAR. No. NASCAR came out of the prohibition of alcohol. And, you know, it's lost its shit. It's lost its oomph. It's lost its unpredictability. It's true excitement. People watch NASCAR for crashes most of the time. Which is more the unpredictability factor that they're watching for. And the safer the sport's made, the less unpredictability there is, the less people are going to watch. I mean, honestly, at that point, we should be doing shit like Demolition Derby, or fucking trailer races, or... Yeah, we should be doing the old school shit. Where you would go and be guaranteed to see one crash or another. 9 times out of 10, somebody's vehicle was not making it through the race. But you're using old junkers. You're not using new vehicles. It was about family and engineering, not family engineering, not just engineering or family separately, but together. The teams just used to be families. And then those families used to be friends with each other. There wasn't a whole bunch of corporate bullshit. When a driver was liked, it was because they were a good person, not because they were a good driver, quote, quote. I'm sorry. A lot of those NASCAR fucks don't drive. They race. And if you don't know what the difference is, I suggest you figure it out. Because it is actually a rather big difference. Someone who drives, legitimately drives, I have a lot more respect for. I've got more respect for the average truck driver, as a big rig trucker, than I do for any NASCAR racer. Shit. I gotta say, other than lawnmower racing and go-kart racing, it is probably one of the slowest motor vehicle sports out there. Oh, these guys get up to 180 miles an hour. Okay, and? You can get that in other styles of racing too. Oh, hell, drag racing! Let's not even go into fucking nitro fuel dragsters or funny cars. You want the thrill and excitement? Bah, baby! Ain't nothing like fucking cruising down the sand and... Oh shit, there's no sand there! Hell, in case in point, I even have more respect for trophy truck racers. Because again, it's not a flat track. It's not just one style of turn. Maybe the thought that just went through my head is kind of the reason why. NASCAR is like racing, legitimate racing for those who don't have the mind to stay caught up with it. And I know that's going to piss some people off hearing that. But no, seriously. For those of you who watch NASCAR out there, do you have the mind to stay caught up with reading the sand as driving over it? Do you have the mind to know exactly how bad that shock's going to rebound when the trophy truck lands? Do you have the mind to be doing that all the time and watch the sport and still enjoy it? Probably about 7 out of 10 of you seeing this would say, no, that's why I don't watch it. That's the whole point. And I don't mean this as an insult to anyone who likes NASCAR. And hey, it's entertainment. It's racing. I consider it to be a rather low form of racing, but it is what it is. I've honestly got a lot more respect for those guys in back counties doing trailer races, figure eight races, school bus races, or chain races than I do you over in NASCAR. Because one, guys doing those other race styles got a lot more guts than you do. And there, you have to take care of the car to keep going. Not because it's some corporate fund's pocket money. There, you fuck up your car, it matters. NASCAR? You fuck up your car, they've either got a second waiting for you, or can repair it within the next 15 minutes. If that. So that kind of screws the sport for me. Because part of it's making sure that you have that backup car for NASCAR. It's like, no, I'm sorry. If your car goes down, you go down. If your car is out of the race, you're out of the race. Maybe I'm just too old school. But people come from miles around to see demolition derbies. And I can guarantee you, if they were brought up on the big stage like NASCAR, demolition derbies would take the fuck off. Push off events, or aka sumo, vehicle sumo events even. But there is all this stuff out there that was entertaining and enjoyable, not just to watch, but to do with these old vehicles. As a matter of fact, some of those will buy your junk cars. That's what they do with them. Some of them. But I'm kind of with Neil deGrasse Tyson. When he went to a NASCAR event, the main thing he was looking for was the Doppler sound effect. And I don't blame him. When you're sitting there in stands, you should fucking hear it. The speaker should not be over blaring the sound of the engines. I'm sorry, that's just not right. I mean, which one? One of them's called Thunder Alley for a reason. It's not because of the speakers and voiceover. I'm not doing too bad. Returning the hug and kiss. Just seeing the latest gaming news and whatnot. Kind of went over to sports because, well, it's about esports. If you're a Call of Duty player by any chance, this is actually news for you. Even. Two of the biggest Call of Duty pro players is suing Call of Duty Activision and Blizzard for the monopoly on their tournaments. That's a big deal. Not just for Call of Duty, but for gaming, period. The outcome of this lawsuit will actually create issues for all games that host tournaments, including Epic Games. Which, I'll say right here. Anything to get back at Epic for what they did. Honestly. Well, almost anything. I have my... There's spots where I won't do things. Like, there's certain extents I won't go to. When it comes to a business, I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to do anything to harm anybody, because that doesn't do any good. You want a business to listen, you got to harm the business. And you got to do it in a legal way. You want a business to listen, and they're refusing to, you've got to force them by court. Which is stupid. But so, with Epic taking away trading from those of us here on Rocket League, even big names have not been able to be holding their tournaments, and created a monopoly of the tournaments, just like Call of Duty. The esports scene is only done by Rocket League and Epic Games. And then with taking away of in-game player trading, it takes away pretty much any reason for there to be a tournament outside of theirs. Because you can't exactly give prize pool without it being money. Or something physical to send the person. And then even then, you have to technically break TOS to do it. You technically have to break terms of service and tell people your information to make it happen. So a lot of Rocket League creators have just stopped. They've stopped creating. They're not making new content. And you know, I don't fucking blame them. Somebody needs to step up to Rocket League and be like, hey, Rocket League and Epic Games, Psionic and Epic Games. Just be like, hey, you fucked up. And not a little bit. You need to fix it, and you need to start listening. Otherwise, you as a game company is going to go bye-bye.
Oh, we won't go anywhere because of Fortnite.
Bitch, watch how quickly we can ruin Fortnite for you. And I mean that, Epic. Watch how quickly us players can ruin your game. There's several examples in the past. Games brought to their knees by the player base. Because the creators didn't want to listen. And you know, you, Epic, and EA have been getting away with too much bullshit for too long now. And it's about time us players stood back up and said, hey, no. It's not okay. You're not doing that. Change it or die, as in the company. And you know, we really do need to be doing it. These are our games. This is our free time, our relax, our zen, our escape. They want to keep raising the price of it. They want to keep fucking with us. Screwing our shit over. And it's time we need to tell them. We're not going to take it. They've been doing it for too long. they've been doing this stuff for far too long and getting away with it. So, EA themselves has said that they are going to purposely make their games shit for Steam Deck. Came out today saying it. In other words, EA wants to make sure that we don't get portable gaming. That streaming is not so easy. I gotta use the bathroom, damn it. But yeah, that's a little bit of the gaming news update. I'm going to stop this stream, go use the restroom, and come back with something else. Not so irritation based. Till then, everybody, this is Mage. Catch you back in probably 15 or so.